must organize. We must be part of an organization. So what we're doing today can be every day. African Liberation Day is not only 25th May, but African Liberation Day must be every single day until Africa is liberated, unified, and socialist. We stand with our comrades in Burkina Faso, in Mali, and in Niger. We see they're at war. We see that terrorists that are sponsored by the CIA, the MI5, the French, neo-colonialists, are financing terrorists in the northern parts of those countries. And our brothers are valiantly fighting against those imperialist-sponsored terrorists. We back them. We back them fully. We see that those in Burkina are making changes that are beneficial to the society. The African people need water. The African people need light. The African people need shelter. The African people need education. The African people need health care. We heard Comrade Gaddafi at Elwak Stadium come and say exactly that in 1999 here in Ghana. This is what we need. And so today, we say, this time, no way.
No way.
This time, no way.
No way.
This time, no way. This time, no way. What follows this time, no way? This time, no way. 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 So if you touch Comrade Traoré, our leaders that are fighting for our liberation, this is the message. This time, no way. Eye for an eye. Thank you.
Traoré! Traoré! Yes, Asante for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah told us that the secret of life is what? The secret of life is what? So we want to tell American imperialism, US, Britain imperialism, France imperialism, that we don't fear their nuclear weapons. We don't fear the atomic weapons. Our strength lies in our unity. Our strength lies in our organization. Like Nkrumah told us, we must organize. Because organization decides everything. Organization decides what? Everything. Organization decides what? Everything. So all of us here, I want to encourage everyone that join an organization, join a revolutionary organization, and make sure every day, ask yourself, what am I doing for the liberation of Africa? Ask yourself, every day, what am I doing for Africa? Like our government just said that African Liberation Day shouldn't be only 25th. It should be every day. So make sure, remind yourself that whatever you do every day, it is towards the liberation and freedom and unity of Africa. Thank you.
Good afternoon, representatives Space. Thank you. My name is Ivorian Mindful. A lot of you know me as Black Coffee. My message here is very simple. I'm here today to tell Côte d'Ivoire that you are traitors. We need you to stop being traitors. If Africa does not open their borders, countries like Côte d'Ivoire, if you don't open your country to France and USA, they cannot land there. So at the end of the day, we cannot keep betraying ourselves. Okay, when we look at the story of slavery, some of our chiefs sold, or our kings sold ourselves out. We played a part in it, and we're still doing that now. Some of us will go and join the French and American army to fight the Burkina army. Think about that, guys. Think about that. So my message is to black people here that do not join the opposite side. Join us. Join us. Don't betray us. That's what I want to say today. And also, we need to also join me. The youth. Thank you, guys. Thanks. Joe boy.
Hey! Great. black coffee. Way! Chow way! Chow way! Well, I'm just here to show appreciation for the gathering of the youth who are here. Energize this power. This power is a power that we need to keep flaming up. And right now, the fact of the matter being that our elders are less understanding of the situation, let's run the youth together. Let's get the youths organized. Joe Boy! I got one man here who is solo from the Caribbean, Jamaica, who is here, and he is a revolutionary, a Pan-African soldier from the initial stages, and he is here to just give a little touch to the feeling of Traoré's issue. Yo, Papa Wase, come and tell them what you have. Jump up. Big up Papa Wase. Yo! Ghanaian! Yo, we say.
I am a Ghanaian man. I
got it now. May I tell you, sir? Yo, you know, we've been coming to Ghana and I said, Africa must unite. No, it look like 25th I'm here. It was a feeling. Who have been no for Donald Trump? He was alone. What is it, Donald Trump? He was alone. What was Donald Trump? What Donald Trump. Listen, man. One block Africa. From Marcus Garvey to Kwame Nkrumah to Sankara. Now we got King Ho. One beautiful love, yes sir. Yeah, man. My name is Kwando from Food Sovereignty Ghana. His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I the first once said that throughout history it has been the inaction of those who did not act, the indifference of those who should have known better, and the voice of silence when it mattered most that has made it possible for evil to triumph. As you see our numbers here, we could have been thousands more, but it's you who have taken the call, heeded the call to come and support Ibrahim Traoré. Africa has been pregnant for a long time, waiting to deliver these babies, and now she's delivered Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, and there's more to come. Am I right? Yes. Is there more to come? Yes. So, from Food Sovereignty Ghana, there's a war going on our plates, and the man who inspired the upright people in Burkina Faso, Captain Isidore Thomas Noel Sankara, said that imperialism begins on your plate. We have to save our seeds. The food that we're eating now is almost being controlled. So Food Sovereignty Ghana's message is that we support the revolution that's going on with Ibrahim Traoré. We support the return of dignity to African people. Long live Ibrahim Traoré. Long live all our liberation ancestors. Long live Africa. Thank you very much.
Raswad in Gambia, please advance. We need you here.
Joe Boy! All right, I give thanks and thank you for, we are just surprised that we have a massive like this also for the positive change, You see, revolution is a revolution, and we don't care where the revolution is coming from, whether from the east or the west or the south. Once it's true revolution, we're going to support it fully. That is the message. And the truth is the truth. We don't care who is making the truth. Once it is the truth, we're going to practice it. And you see, revolution begins from the minds of the people. In Africa, our revolution means that we need self-reliance. We need self-sufficiency. And you hear me? So right now, we should all know that when we live here, we are extending the revolution to our homes. We are standing for Africa. We are buying them in Ghana
we are acknowledging African products. This is the way we're going to make the revolution go higher. If we still love the white man thing, and we buy it, and we advance it, and we display it, it will not take me further. It will not take me further. So we should know that when we live here, the revolution is in our mind, we are extending it to our homes, and we are living by it. Now, the president of Burkina Faso is building Burkina Faso. He wants the people to know that they can depend on themselves. This is what we should know. So let's help Ghana. Let's help Africa. Let's support the zone to the fullest. Let's build. And by the grace of the Almighty, I know we're going to reach it. Thank you.
As we work in solidarity with our brothers in Burkina Faso, we have our brothers from the Sudanese community in Ghana. They have this appeal to make, and they have an information which they want us to make on their behalf. So basically there is a rapid support forces, militia organization in Sudan as we speak, and they have caused displaced over 20% of the population are dispersed. They are in Ghana now, others are in other African countries. So,
I have a child that has a lot of rash on her skin, a lot of irritations, but since I started using Geisha Black, I can say she's feeling better, she looks better, no more itching, skin looks smoother, and Geisha, I bet you, is the best to use. If you haven't tried Geisha Black yet, you should, because it is helping me and my family.
Until I discovered Geisha Black soap somewhere in 2021. So when I started using it, I realized that my black spots started fading and my skin became clearer. I started having a very good skin and a smooth skin. So far, so good. And I think I'm sticking with Geisha.
Solidarity for our brothers in Burkina Faso. Our heart is in Sudan, and we are with them. And what they want of us is that the rapid support forces of militia, those funding them, must stop funding them, because what they are doing is causing the life of innocent people. And then they should be designated as terrorists, because of course if you have displaced over 20% of your population, you are not about so the Sudanese community of Ghana is behind, Burkina Faso is behind, Nigeria is behind. All of us are behind. Yeah, so we have the form here if you want to sign in solidarity. They are live Rashwad and Krabia, please, if you have no sign, advance.
No way! If I say Africa, you say united. Africa! 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 I want to say that we should move the sense of you're a Nigerian, you're a Burkinabe, you're a Malian, you're a Ghanaian. I want to say we are all united Africans. Once we remove that demarcation from our mind, our strong relationship will be stronger. And I have these two messages for the West. I have only two messages for the West. We are not asking for too much. We are asking for equal share, equal right. We are not coming for revenge. We are only asking for equal share. Our land or death. Our land or death. I want to tell Ibrahim Traoré that he is my godfather and I love him so much. This is Ibrahim Traoré on my chest here. As you can see, Ibrahim Traoré on my right chest and Africa map on my left chest. Together, one Africa, we are going to be making it, and they will be stronger and stronger and stronger, much enough that we are going to say no to the imperialists. Our land belongs to us. Our land belongs to us, and our land we shall stand and say no to the imperialists. United Africa, one Africa, we shall stand and say no and no to the French and the West. United Africa will Ghanaian, or you're the Burkinabé, or you're the Congolese, we should move that mentality from our head. Anywhere you see your brother, call it my good brother. You're my African sister, my African brother. Thank you all for giving the opportunity to speak out. United Africa will stand. Thank you. Joba! Jobai! Jobai! We, the youth, are the sons and the daughters of Africa. And we stand here as the hope of Africa. All that we are asking for is that in the next century to come, Africa must be one country, with one capital, with one currency, with one language.
So,
We are the
is
youth of
Captain
Africa.
Ibrahim Traoré
In the
starting
days
on
of fighting about,
yeah,
that's
what he has done. Ibrahim Traoré starting
now in the name of
the map
Trump,
of Africa.
they want to silence him. When they were silencing him,
I'm not a tattoo fan, so I don't advise anybody to tattoo. I do it for the
Africa is concerned.
I do it for the love.
Africa is standing tall. And we are saying, we will not
United Africa, we are going to stand and say no to the imperialism. Innocent Benjamin, Africa.
We are going to have one Africa. We are going to have one army, and we are going to have one central bank. Joe Biden! Joe Biden!
In 1776, the United States of America, the United States citizens, so-called the founding fathers of the United States of America, said with the British that we are tired of taxation without representation. We should get out of power, even though we know that land is still. So when they do it, it's good, right? The United States citizens sack British from their land, right? So if Africa is sacking the French, the whosoever out of Africa, it's normal. So the United Nations in the Charter has it, the right to self-determination is a human right. Everybody has the right to establish a political plan that will serve the people. So what Ibrahim Traoré is doing is he has liberated the people and he's serving the people. And we must protect Ibrahim Traoré. We have our friends from the CPP who have message for Africa. Please, there is a mission by first time here.
Joe boy, where is the energy? Where is the energy? On Emancipation Day, the energy should be stronger. Where is the energy? You see the African fight. Less than 1 hour, the African fight is going down. It's going down. I can see people giving up, more or less, trying to relax their legs. When we are fighting, they are not relaxing. So boy, today is a very important day. And coming from the CPP tells you that we recognize today, if there is anybody who must link himself to the CPP and African unions and Pan-Africanism, then it's Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. That is why on such a day, the CPP will never be left out. In 1963, the Gambian nationalist said something at the African Union grounds. He told the president that the African Union, that is the OAU, will be stronger and inspire the freedom and total independence of all African nations to eradicate imperialism and colonialism, and in the end neo-colonialism. But if it collapses, that will be our disappointment and bitterness.
what that man said in 1963 is happening in 2025. The African Union has not lived up to its expectations. We are experiencing the bitterness and the survival. What is happening in Niger? What is happening in Ghana? What is happening
Do you think at any point in time as Africans we've ever gotten comfortable? Only until this time we've had the likes of Ibrahim Traoré rise up. Then we've actually been able to identify a leader who has been able to help us to move on to the next step. And that is we being able to rise up as a people. What are you going to say about us, whether we've really or previously been relaxed until now?
We have never been relaxed. Africans have been warriors all this while. Africans have been fighters all this while, and that is what we continue doing. Ibrahim Traoré is not different from the real African children of the land. Ibrahim Traoré has actually understood himself and realized who he is and doing his responsibility or acting upon his responsibility of a son of the land. That's it. Majority of our people have not identified themselves yet, and all my advocacy, I have always been saying this, that identification of yourself is what would actually call the awareness of who we are, where we are going, and why we are where we are now. So when you identify that, then when you wake up and doing whatever Ibrahim Traoré is doing, you will see it as a different thing. Ibrahim Traoré is just living like the real African son, and that's it. Yeah, we have lost ourselves. We have, detached ourselves from the realities of who we are, and that is why the imperialists will always use certain tactics and misinformation and the material things to let us feel like the West is where we belong or where that is going to give us life and hope. But then, hey, the West is what it is because of the black, and the blacks, our land, can be the better place that it used to be for ancestors if we identify who we are and begin to rise up to uphold it for the ancestors. And the next generation that will be coming after us would actually take it from where we left it to where we have built it to. And we should ask ourselves this question: are we ready to do it? A lot of people on social media right now, the platforms of African Real Revolution, I call it African Real Revolution because that is where you hear people say, we support it, we are ready to fight. But on the real battlefield, less than 100 people, 200 people, many are called. And you see all these cameras, majority of them are not doing it because they want to send a message out. Majority of them are filming because they want to make money from social media. But we say this, whether making money or not making money, the message must reach the people. And when the message reaches the people, we want you to sit down, ask yourself, who I am or who am I as African? Who am I? People have lived on this land and they are gone. Today, ask yourself if you are a son of Africa. If you are no more, would you be remembered? And what would you be remembered for? You can make a lot of money. A lot of people have made a lot of money living on this earth. They are gone, and their names are not even remembered. Even in the families where they come from. And then ask yourself, Ibrahim Traoré is doing his to be remembered. What are you doing to be remembered? So if your own is just taking the filming, then that is your own part to also contribute. And make sure it goes wide. If you see this video, don't see it as just a video that we are talking. See it as a call.
Playing for your country, enye easy. Scoring, enye easy. Avoiding injuries, enye easy. Winning, enye easy. But you know what be easy now? Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Aye easy. It gets everything inside. Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted groundnuts. Just add water, then sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
We are breaking away from the shackles of imperialism. And that is what Ibrahim Traoré is living. Ibrahim Traoré is within the ages of us, 30 to 35, 37 years. And today, the whole world is mentioning his name. Why? Because he's living his life as a real African. A lot of people are putting cameras on Raf. Why? Because I have understood who I am and know where I am going. My responsibility of my existence. And I want the youth of Africa to begin to understand the existence and the purpose it is for them to be living now. The wealth of the new generation, what we are going to leave behind the next generation that will be coming after us. So when I say that the fear of dying for your country is the acceptance of your colonialism, that is what it means. I have come to understand that death is just a transition from this physical life to the spiritual life. That we all will taste one day, but we have a responsibility to play a role, to give life and hope back to the next generation that will be taking over us. And we shouldn't disappoint them. Ibrahim Traoré is not doing anything new. He's just living as a son of the land.
Well, finally, as you've talked about the next generation, we've got young people in schools, in primary and that. Some of these things they wouldn't understand. All that they see is a couple of young, maybe older people demonstrating about what's going on in Burkina Faso. What would you be saying to these children of us, the next generation, to be able to understand that this is their soil, this is their home, and it is time for them to be able to possess? We need to be able to get the education to go further and beyond what our age group are talking about, but rather to take it down to the classrooms, to our young year 3, year 4, class 3, class 5. What are we going to be saying to them as a message of hope?
We are not going to say anything for them as a message of hope. We are only going to leave the template for them to come and see. We have lived it. We are talking it. And we are going to leave the history for them to come and see it. You see, one thing is that we don't own even the internet that we are all chasing today. One day we'll wake up and the internet is shut and all this history will be erased. But then when you visit Burkina today, even on these grounds that we stand today, was a day that Corporativo, Sergeant Odatelamte, them rose up to fight for their rights. And the history is not what we are seeing on the internet, but the history is where we are standing now. Reality. So when we come and see the roads, when we come and see the good schools, when we come and see the good drinking water, when we see the electricity running for 365 days, that is the history. And the next generation will remember that some people actually did something for us. That is why we are seeing the light today. That is why we are riding on good roads. That is why we can sit in good classrooms. That is why we can hit our hand on our chest and say we are black people. Not just living somewhere and calling ourselves African Americans. White Africans. It is sickening. That does not speak of the history we want to leave behind. The history that we want to leave behind is the templates of what Ibrahim Traoré is leaving behind. The young people of Africa will come and see it and not only be read, they will see the realities on the grounds when you visit Burkina. When you visit Bamako today, you will see the reality. When you visit Ouagadougou today, you will see the reality. And that is what we want to see across Africa. So this is a call to those that call themselves leaders of Africa. They should start acting indeed as leaders of the land, sons and children of the land, and leave that legacy that won't only be posted on social media, be posted on the internet that we don't control, but will leave a mark on the soil where we find ourselves. And the history will speak for itself. We are remembering who we are. We are transitioning from wherever we started from. Like I've always been saying, that they need to accept the generation now or be ready for the consequences of the new revolution.
Thank you very much.
Guys,
let's do a favor, okay? By sharing this and posting your message on
United Africa now!
So,
Don't leave Africa!
we have one of our comrades over here, Bobo. Yeah, please, what do you have to, for us today, and why are you here?
Yes, I'm here for Ibrahim Traoré, like you know, right? We're talking about Ibrahim Traoré, a young brethren who has rise up. And I believe he rise up in the name of his ancestors, the things that his ancestors said, that is the same legacy he's following. So we as the youth people must stand up and rise up for the legacy of our ancestors. As our brother over there is saying, same thing, you know. We have to follow the unity of Africa and keeping the legacy of our ancestors. So I am here today because of Ibrahim Traoré and because of the unity of Africa. You know? Yes, sir. Yes, and another thing is, I'm here also with the brethren as a musician, representing the musicians, and my brother Hezron in Jamaica put his voice and his solidarity message for Ibrahim Traoré. So I am here same way to make sure that message get across to the people and also to the Captain Ibrahim Traoré himself, because Hezron was wishing and willing that this message would get to Ibrahim Traoré, and he has devoted his songs to Ibrahim Traoré. So, Captain, we're sending this message to you, and we soon come with the music to boom Africa and the African unity. Bless up, you know.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Black Africans,
All right.
Black Americans that call themselves will start getting out of the army and start fighting for their skin. They start fighting for their last generation. The torture they went through sailing through this Mediterranean Sea, they will remember that, hey, these people are not just the people we see them to be. These people were actually our backbone that we downplayed. And today, they have realized who they are, and they're going to rise up and fight. As for France, we are ready to take off the light. And when the light goes off, you will see darkness. The darkness.
Who has Nigeria?
Sorry?
Did you guys Nigeria how darkness is?
Nigeria. Long live. Long live.
Well, before you go, we are having our children born in the diaspora who unfortunately sometimes are equally deluded about the motherland, who are equally used as instruments.
All those, delusional and fake stories they've been teaching those young people. Today, those that want to know are becoming. So, the reality is either they accept the realities, okay, or they become. It's from whatever. And all those, delusional and fake stories they've been teaching those young people. Today, those that want to know are becoming. So, the reality is either they accept the realities, okay, or they become. It's from whatever. And all those, delusional and fake stories they've been teaching those young people. Today, those that want to know are becoming. So, the reality is either they accept the realities, okay, or they become. All those, delusional and fake stories they've been teaching those young people. Today, those that want to know. So, the reality is either they accept the realities, okay, or they become. It's from whatever. And all those, delusional and fake stories they've been teaching those young people. Today, those that want to know. So, the reality is either they accept the realities, okay, or they become. It's from whatever. And all those, delusional and fake stories. Today, those that want to know. So, the reality is either they accept the realities, okay, or they become. All those, delusional and fake stories. Today, those that want to know. So, the reality is either they accept the realities, okay, or they become. It's from whatever. All those, delusional and fake stories. Today, those that want to know. So, the reality is either we accept the reality or we all those, delusional and fake stuff. What I want to know. So, the reality is either we accept the reality or all those, delusional and fake stuff. What I want to know. So, the reality is either we accept the reality or all those, delusional and fake stuff. What I want to know. So, the reality is either we accept the reality or all those, delusional and fake stuff. What I want to know. So, the reality is either we accept the reality or all those, delusional and fake stuff. What I want to know. So, the reality is either we accept the reality or all those, delusional and fake stuff. What I want to know. So, the reality is either we accept the reality or all those, delusional and fake stuff. What I want to know. So, the reality is either we accept the reality or all those, delusional and fake stuff. What I want to know. So, the reality is either we accept the reality or all those, delusional and fake stuff. What I want to know. So, the reality is either we accept the reality or all those, delusional and fake stuff. What I want to know. So, the reality is either we accept the reality or all those, delusional and fake stuff. What I want to know. So, the reality is either we accept the reality or all those, delusional and fake stuff. What I want to know. So, the reality is either we accept the reality or all those, delusional and fake stuff. What I want to know. So, the reality is either we accept the reality or all those, delusional and fake stuff. What I want to know. So, the reality is either we accept the reality or all those, delusional and fake stuff. What I want to know. So, the reality is either we accept the reality or all those raw medicinal and recreational so the reality is easily actionable.
So, your message
All
is
those raw medicinal and recreational
so say catch Traoré. So that's the message that they have. So your message so say catch Traoré. So that's the message that they have.
Tell you what's up, no good in done. You're all food, Accra Charlie. Tell you what's up, enjoy the
Playing for your country, enye easy. Scoring, enye easy. Avoiding injuries, enye easy. Winning, enye easy. But you know what be easy now? Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Aye easy. It gets everything inside. Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted groundnuts. Just add water and sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Inside Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted groundnuts. Just add water and sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Inside Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted groundnuts. Just add water and sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Inside Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted groundnuts. Just add water and sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Say what they need to say.
Inside Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted groundnuts. Just add water and sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Say what they need to say.
Inside Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted groundnuts. Just add water and sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Say what they need to say.
Inside Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted groundnuts. Just add water and sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Inside Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted groundnuts. Just add water and sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Inside Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted groundnuts. Just add water and sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Inside Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted groundnuts. Just add water and sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Inside Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted groundnuts. Just add water and sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Inside Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted groundnuts. Just add water and sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is 2-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste. Inside Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted salmon. Just add water and sharp recipe mix ready. Taste and eat it. Make I'm a match winner, but the real champion. 2-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste. Inside Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted salmon. Just add water and sharp recipe mix ready. Taste and eat it. Make I'm a match winner, but the real champion. 2-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste. Inside Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted salmon. Just add water and sharp recipe mix ready. Taste and eat it. Make I'm a match winner, but the real champion. 2-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste. Inside Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted salmon. Just add water and sharp recipe mix ready. Taste and eat it. Make I'm a match winner, but the real champion. 2-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste. Inside Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted salmon. Just add water and sharp recipe mix ready. Taste and eat it. Make I'm a match winner, but the real champion. 2-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste. Inside Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted salmon. Just add water and sharp recipe mix ready. Taste and eat it. Make I'm a match winner, but the real champion. 2-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste. Inside Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted salmon. Just add water and sharp recipe mix ready. Taste and eat it. Make I'm a match winner, but the real champion. 2-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste. Sharp recipe mix ready. Taste and eat it. Make I'm a match winner, but the real champion. 2-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste. Sharp recipe mix ready. Taste and eat it. Make I'm a match winner, but the real champion. 2-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste. Sharp recipe mix ready. Taste and eat it. Make I'm a match winner, but the real champion. 2-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
Africa Day 2025. As we gather in Addis Ababa and connect across our vast continent and beyond, we celebrate our resilience, our rich heritage, and our unwavering spirit. This year, our celebration is particularly significant. The African Union has declared 2025 as the Justice for Africans and People of African Descent through reparations. As the AU champion for this critical cause, I'm deeply committed to working with you all to achieve this vital objective. Our celebration is particularly significant. For too long, the legacy of African Union colonialism and new colonialism just cast a long shadow on the lives and progress of Africans through reparations. African descent. As the AU champion for this critical cause, I'm deeply committed to working with you all to achieve this vital objective. Our celebration is particularly significant. For too long, the legacy of African Union colonialism and new colonialism inflicted upon just cast a long shadow on the lives and progress of African leaders, brothers and sisters of the African continent. As the AU champion, it is with great honor that I address you today on the occasion of Africa Day 2025. As we gather in Addis Ababa and connect across our vast continent and beyond, we celebrate our resilience, our rich heritage, and our unwavering spirit. This year, our celebration is particularly significant. The African Union has declared 2025 as the year for justice for Africans and people of African descent through reparations. As the AU champion for this critical cause, I'm deeply committed to working with you all to achieve this vital objective. For too long, the legacy of slavery, colonialism, and neo-colonialism has cast a long shadow on the lives and progress of Africans and people of African descent. These historical injustices have left deep scars. Reparations are not merely about financial compensation, they are about acknowledging the profound and enduring damage inflicted upon our people. They are about confronting the uncomfortable truths of our past and taking concrete steps to rectify these wrongs. We seek justice, justice that encompasses a comprehensive range of measures, including official and unequivocal apologies from the nations and institutions responsible for perpetrating these historical injustices, addressing the crippling debt burden that continues to stifle economic growth in many African nations, a direct consequence of exploitation and unfair trade practices, providing resources and expertise to empower African nations to achieve sustainable development and participate fully in the global economy, returning stolen artifacts and cultural treasures that rightfully belong to our heritage, investing in the educational initiatives to promote a deeper understanding of African history, culture, and contributions to the world. This is not a simple task. It requires courage, determination, and a unified front. It requires us to engage in meaningful dialogue with those responsible and to advocate tirelessly for our rights. I call upon my colleague African leaders, civil society organizations and youth groups, and members of the diaspora to join hands in this important endeavor. Let us work together to build a future where justice prevails, where the wounds of the past are healed, and where the potential of every African and person of African descent is fully realized. Let Africa Day 2025 be a turning point. Let us reaffirm our commitment to building a continent of prosperity, opportunity, and equality for all our people. Let the pursuit of reparations be a testament to our resilience, our determination, and our unwavering belief in a brighter future. Happy Africa Day. Let us move together united in purpose towards a just and equitable future for all Africans and people of African descent. Fellow Africans, esteemed leaders, brothers and sisters of the African continent, it is with great honor that I address you today on the occasion of Africa Day 2025. As we gather in Addis Ababa and connect across our vast continent and beyond, we celebrate our resilience, our rich heritage, and our unwavering spirit. This year, our celebration is particularly significant. The African Union has declared 2025 as the year for justice for Africans and people of African descent through reparations. As the AU champion for this critical cause, I'm deeply committed to working with you all to achieve this vital objective. For too long, the legacy of slavery, colonialism, and neocolonialism has cast a long shadow on the lives and progress of Africans and people of African descent. These historical injustices have left deep scars. Reparations are not merely about financial compensation, they are about acknowledging the profound and enduring damage inflicted upon our people. They are about confronting the uncomfortable truths of our past and taking concrete steps to rectify these wrongs. We seek justice, justice that encompasses a comprehensive range of measures, including official and unequivocal apologies from the nations and institutions responsible for perpetrating these historical injustices, addressing the crippling debt burden that continues to stifle economic growth in many African nations, a direct consequence of exploitation and unfair trade practices, providing resources and expertise to empower African nations to achieve sustainable development and participate fully in the global economy, returning stolen artifacts and cultural treasures that rightfully belong to our heritage, investing in the educational initiatives to promote a deeper understanding of African history, culture, and contributions to the world. This is not a simple task. It requires courage, determination, and a unified front. It requires us to engage in meaningful dialogue with those responsible and to advocate tirelessly for our rights. I call upon my colleague African leaders, civil society organizations and youth groups, and members of the diaspora to join hands in this important endeavor. Let us work together to build a future where justice prevails, where the wounds of the past are healed, and where the potential of every African and person of African descent is fully realized. Let Africa Day 2025 be a turning point. Let us reaffirm our commitment to building a continent of prosperity, opportunity, and equality for all our people. Let the pursuit of reparations be a testament to our resilience, our determination, and our unwavering belief in a brighter future. Happy Africa Day. Let us move together, united in purpose, towards a just and equitable future for all Africans and people of African descent.